Hey Amagus, welcome to my channel. Today we're making this cute Charmander. For this project we'll need a 4.5mm hook, a large yarn needle and a small one, a stitch marker, two 12mm safety eyes, scissors, pins, stuffing, chenille yarn in orange with a thickness of 6mm, also in light yellow or beige for the belly, white, yellow and red, cotton yarn in black and white. You can find the links to the yarns I'm using down in the description. Here are also the stitch references we will use in this tutorial. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe. Your support means a lot to me and helps me to continue growing and creating more content for you. We start with the head and the body, making 7 single crochets in a magic ring. That's our first single crochet in the ring. We continue with the remaining 6. When we finish, pull the yarn to close the ring. Round 2 is 7 increases. An increase is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Place a marker in the first stitch. At the end of the round, we'll have 14 stitches. In round 3, we'll do 1 single crochet and 1 increase, repeating 7 times, ending the round with 21 stitches. In the next 3 rounds, from 4 to 6, we'll do 21 single crochets in each round. 1 single crochet in each stitch. Round 7 is 7 single crochets, 7 increases and 7 single crochets, leaving us with 28 stitches. We start round 8 with 9 single crochets and 1 increase. We continue with 3 single crochets, 2 increases and 3 single crochets. And we finish with 1 increase and 9 single crochets, leaving us with 32 stitches. Round 9, we start with 7 single crochets and 2 decreases. In my case, I'm going to use the invisible decrease, which is taking the front loops of the stitches. We continue with 4 single crochets, 1 decrease and 4 single crochets. And we finish with 2 decreases and 7 single crochets. Leaving us with 27 stitches. We start round 10 with 7 single crochets and 1 decrease. Continue with 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Now 1 single crochet, 1 decrease and 2 single crochets. And we finish with 1 decrease and 7 single crochets, leaving us with 23 stitches. We start round 11 with 5 single crochets and 1 decrease. We continue with 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Now 1 single crochet, 1 decrease and 2 single crochets. And we finish with 1 decrease and 5 single crochets, leaving us with 19 stitches. We stop for a moment to place the safety eyes. These go between round 6 and 7. With 6 stitches of space between them. Secure them well. We continue with round 12, starting with 3 single crochets and 1 decrease. Continue with 2 single crochets and 1 decrease. Now 1 single crochet, 1 decrease and 2 single crochets. And we finish with 1 decrease and 3 single crochets, leaving us with 15 stitches. We stop for a moment to stuff. We continue with round 13, starting with 4 single crochets, 1 decrease and 3 single crochets. And finish with 1 decrease and 4 single crochets, leaving us with 13 stitches. Round 14 is 3 single crochets. Now 1 increase and 2 single crochets, repeating twice. And finish with 1 increase and 3 single crochets, leaving us with 16 stitches. Round 15 is 3 single crochets and 1 increase, repeating 4 times, ending with 20 stitches. Round 16 is 20 single crochets. We start round 17 with 4 single crochets, 1 increase and 10 single crochets. And finish with 1 increase and 4 single crochets, leaving us with 22 stitches. In round 18 we do 1 increase and 10 single crochets, repeating twice, ending the round with 24 stitches. We start round 19 with 5 single crochets, 1 increase and 12 single crochets. and finish with 1 increase and 5 single crochets, leaving us with 26 stitches. Round 20 is 1 increase and 12 single crochets twice, ending with 28 stitches. We start round 21 with 6 single crochets, 1 increase and 14 single crochets. And finish with 1 increase and 6 single crochets, leaving us with 30 stitches. In rounds 22 and 23, we'll do 30 single crochets in each round. We start round 24 with 6 single crochets, 1 decrease and 14 single crochets. And finish with 1 decrease and 6 single crochets, leaving us with 28 stitches. In round 25 we do 12 single crochets and 1 decrease 2 times, ending with 26 stitches. We pause to stuff. We continue with round 26, starting with 5 single crochets, 1 decrease and 12 single crochets. And we finish with 1 decrease and 5 single crochets, leaving us with 24 stitches. Round 27 is 2 single crochets and 1 decrease, repeating 6 times. We finish stuffing. And we do round 28, which is 9 decreases. We cut, and with a yarn needle, we pass through the front loops of the 9 remaining stitches. Pull, make a couple of passes to secure, and we go for the center, coming out on one side of the body. Leave this yarn for later. For the tail, we start by making 4 single crochets in a magic ring. In rounds 2 and 3, we do 4 single crochets in each round. Round 4 is 2 increases and 1 decrease, leaving us with 5 stitches. Round 5 is 1 single crochet, 1 increase and 3 single crochets, ending with 6 stitches. We start round 6 with 1 single crochet and 2 increases. And we finish with 1 single crochet and 1 decrease, leaving us with 7 stitches. Round 7 is 2 single crochets, 1 increase and 4 single crochets, ending with 8 stitches. We start round 8 with 2 single crochets and 2 increases. And finish with 2 single crochets and 1 decrease, leaving us with 9 stitches. Round 9 is 4 single crochets, 1 increase and 4 single crochets, ending with 10 stitches. Round 10 is 1 decrease, two single crochets, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, and 3 single crochets, leaving us with 11 stitches. In round 11 we do 5 single crochets, 1 increase and 5 single crochets, ending with 12 stitches. Round 12 is 1 decrease, three single crochets, one increase, 2 single crochets, 1 increase, and 3 single crochets, leaving us with 13 stitches. In round 13 we do 5 single crochets, 1 increase and 7 single crochets, ending with 14 stitches. We finish with 2 single crochets, and 1 slip stitch. We leave a long strand to show into the body and cut. For the little frame, we insert the hook between rounds 2 and 3 of the tail. We grab the yellow yarn and pass it forming a loop. Chain 1, and now 4 slip stitch around the wound. Chain 1, and for the first round we do 1 single crochet and 1 increase 3 times, ending with 9 stitches. We adjust the piece upwards to continue. Round 2 is 9 single crochets. For the next round, we'll start incorporating the red, alternating stitches in yellow and red. We make the first single crochet in the round, insert the hook, grab the yarn, and close the single crochet with red. Secure the color change. Insert the hook, grab red, and close with yellow. We continue alternating the colors this way until the round is finished. From here we continue only with red, cut the yellow yarn and secure it. We continue with round 4, which is 9 single crochets. Round 5 is 2 single crochets and 1 decrease twice, and 1 single crochet. At the end we should have 7 stitches. The last round is 3 decreases. Cut the yarn, shape the frame, and now with the yarn needle we pass through the front loops, pull and go through the center. Bring the leftover yarns towards the opening to secure them. Stuff a little. and we sew it to the body, starting from rounds 20 and 21 of the body to rounds 25 and 26. Place some pins. Make sure it looks symmetrical as possible. And with the yarn needle, start sewing. At the end, go to where we left the other yarn. Secure it with a triple knot. Cut and hide. For the belly, we chain 3. Now from the second chain, make 2 increases. Ending with 4 stitches. Now chain 1 to go up and turn the piece. For rows 2 and 3, we do 4 single crochets and chain 1. In row 4, we do 1 increase, 2 single crochets and 1 increase. Chain 1. And rows 5 and 6 are 6 single crochets and 1 chain. Row 7 is 2 single crochets, 1 decrease and 2 single crochets. For the belly, I will use the normal decrease. Insert the hook, grab the yarn, insert the hook in the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. At the end, we'll have 5 stitches. Chain 1. And now we do single crochets along the edge of the piece, and at the base, here, 3 increases. Start with single crochets. In the base, do 3 increases. And now continue with single crochets. Now chain 1, and for the next 9 rows, from 8 to 16, we do 5 single crochets and 1 chain in each row. Row 17 is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 2 single crochets and 1 chain. Row 18 is 4 single crochets and 1 chain. Row 19 is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet and 1 chain. Row 20 is 3 single crochets and 1 chain. Row 21 is 1 decrease, 1 single crochet and 1 chain. Rows 22, 23 and 24 are 2 single crochets and 1 chain. In row 25 we do 1 decrease and 1 chain. In row 26 we do 1 single crochet and 1 chain. And in the last row we do 1 slip stitch. Leave a long strand to sew to the body and cut. First, pass the small yarn through the body. The belly will start from rounds 14 and 15 of the body. Position it with pins. The first one goes at the top, and check that it reaches well up to the flame. If needed, stretch a little to fit well. It shouldn't be loose. Start sewing from the flame. At the tip, make several passes. And now start joining the edges. Only at the tail we join both edges at the same time. Pass like this from one side to the other. In the base of the tail, we continue sewing on one side only. At the end, go to where we left the other yarn. Check that the belly is well attached. Secure the yarn, cut and hide. For the legs, we'll make 8 single crochets in a magic ring. In the second round, we do 1 single crochet and 1 increase, repeating 4 times. We pull the yarn to the magic ring so there's no hole. In rounds 3 and 4, we do 12 single crochets in each round. Finish with 1 slip stitch. Leave a long strand to sew to the body and cut. Make the other leg the same way. Now cut 2 pieces of white chenille yarn. And with the yarn needle, we'll embroider the nails on round 3 of the leg. Make 4 passes per nail, 2 stitches apart. We'll make 3 nails in total. Secure and hide the leftover yarns in the leg. Embroider the nails on the other leg. Now sew them to the body. First, with the yarn needle, pass through the front loop of the next stitch, and now position them, starting from rounds 22 and 23 to rounds 26 and 27. we sew. At the end, leave the yarn to secure with the other leg. Sew the other. And when we finish, go to where we left the other yarn. And secure. For the arms, we do 6 single crochets in a magic ring. In rounds 2 and 3, we do 6 single crochets per round. Finish with a slip stitch. Leave a long strand to sew and cut. Make the other arm. First, we pass the yarn from a magic ring through the body to position the arm. This will start from rounds 15 and 16 to rounds 18 and 18, about 1 stitch away from the belly. We grab the other yarn and start sewing. At the end, go to where we left the yarn from a ring. secure, sew the other arm the same way, For the nose, cut a piece of black cotton yarn, separate 2 strands of it, and with the yarn needle, we'll embroider the nose on round 8, from top to bottom, with 3 stitches of paste on top and 1 stitch of paste below. At the end, go back to the starting point, secure, for the eye details, we grab a piece of white cotton yarn and a small yarn needle. We go from the back, coming out at the edge of the eye, and go back right here. Now do the other one. When we finish, we go back to the starting point, secure, cut and hide. And this is how we finish our Charmander. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.